Hi everyone, welcome to Painting with Jess. Today we will paint an easy acrylic ocean painting. So let's get started. Today I will be using primary colors of yellow, red, and blue, as well as titanium white and Payne's gray on a 9 by 12 inch canvas. So we're going to start at the top of the canvas with a darker blue to get into doing this sky. I had pre-painted my canvas light blue before beginning. So we'll just go across the top area there with a darker blue. And then after this one, we'll blend a little bit lighter blue next. We're going to do the blue of the sky. And then after that, we're going to let it dry for a few minutes so that we can do some more cloud formations while the blue part is dry. Okay, so that should be good for now, and we'll let it dry for a few minutes and then we'll be back. Okay, so now the blue area there is dry. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a light color for the clouds. This seems like a strange kind of color to make a cloud, but you will see when we get to a different part of this that these are being reflected off of the sunset. And you'll see how we can work that in to it. We want these pretty bright, especially along the bottom areas of them. It's kind of a peach color actually. Okay, and then we will go down a little further. And as we get closer to the bottom, what's going to happen is we're going to actually fill in this bottom strip here with this color. And then you'll see what we do from there. Well, this color and another color there. So, all right. Now we'll do the strip along the bottom. And then we're going to add some other sunset colors in this as well to make it really pretty. So next we're going to try to add a bit more color to the clouds, just a little bit more of what would be in the sunset colors. This is kind of a coral color, kind of coral or pinkish. And we can do this while the underneath color, well, the peach is still wet. It's fine to still do this. Okay, so now we're gonna add some actual pink. Do you know what? First, we're gonna add a little teeny bit of orange as well. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of color in the clouds, basically. Whole bunch of different colors. I'm just kind of dabbing the color in, not swiping it across, just dabbing it kind of with my brush. We'll see, hopefully, when it's almost done, that it looks pretty cool with all these colors. So I'm gonna do just a little bit now of bright yellow as well, just a little. I'm just filling in any areas that don't look like the paint is dark enough, because we want it to kind of stand out a little bit when we add stuff to the clouds later. All right, so now just gonna finish up this, and then we will go to the bottom area here and add some more color. So we want to just kind of gently blend it into the blue as much as we can. From the top down, we want to make it a little bit darker, the colors. So we're doing kind of a pink color next. And you can do this as well when the underneath peach color was wet. That's okay. Okay, so now we have some pink. Now we want to do a little bit of coral, which is kind of pink but a little darker. And then we'll do orange and yellow near the bottom. Now we'll do yellow right at the bottom here. Now, of course, I'm painting on my tape, but that's okay because I'm going to take the tape off. I want it really bright yellow at the bottom area here. I'm using a lot of paint, but I tend to use a lot of paint. That's just what I do. So up here, we need to blend a little bit the coral because it doesn't look perfect. There, that's a bit better. Okay, so now we are going to let it dry again, and then we'll be back to finish the clouds. Okay, so I've decided that while the top area here is drying, I'm going to try to start working on the water, which is like the ocean underneath. And then I'll go back to the clouds later. So I'm going to use blue mixed with a bit of white and then also a little bit of gray, Payne's gray. And then we're also going to put some red in there to have kind of a purpley color as well. A little bit of red, not very much, very little. It'll be okay for now because we're also going to put reflections in the water at some point. Just gently pull the paint back and forth, obviously. You can see that. Block the color in. So it's totally, we're going to put some other things pretty much on top of this once it's dry. But we'll have to let it dry for a bit first. I'm also going to add, while it's still wet, I'm going to make a little bit of more of a purple color. And I'm going to add a little bit more purple in the water there. Just a little bit of a purple color because some of the clouds that we do, cloud color is going to be a little purple as well. So okay, so now we're going to leave it and let it dry for a while. Probably at least 10 or 15 minutes because it's pretty thick paint. All right, so now the blue ocean is still a teeny bit wet, but what we're going to try to do is add very, very small reflections in the water at this point. Very thin lines, not thick and not a lot of them. So let's just see, because we have some left from the cloud color. We have a little bit left from the cloud color, so that's what we want to have reflecting in the water is similar colors. So just very small amounts, thin lines. of the color, some of the colors from the clouds. And as we get further away from where the sunset is going down, or where the sun is going down at the back there, we have more space in between the reflections. So that looks good too. We're just trying to make it look like if the sun is going down here, that it's reflecting light onto the darker clouds up top. So we'll do a little bit more on the other side. we need to do the beach near the bottom. We need to do some beach. So we'll just lighten them up a little bit. Well, I hope you enjoyed painting with me today. I didn't expect it to take quite this long, but hopefully you had a good time. And thank you for painting with me. And if you enjoyed this, then like and subscribe. And another video will be coming soon. Thank you.